What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. We are continuing our journey through Lover, which is the Taylor Swift album that I am starting with. I'm starting with this, in case you guys missed it in the earlier videos. I'm starting with this because this is, from my understanding and a little bit of research that I did, the album that dropped after the whole issue with Scooter and her masters and all that stuff. And then she dropped this, and then after this she went through re-recording Taylor's version of her albums. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. This is just kind of my understanding from what I looked up. So here we are. We have arrived at track number 5 on this album. And from my understanding, what you guys have shared with me is that track 5 typically has, is an important track on her track list. And it has a little bit of extra special meaning. So I'm here to try and pay attention. I'm glad that we have a lyric video from her channel here. And we're going to see what this track is all about. This is called The Archer. So here we go. Do I need to refresh this? I should refresh it. The Archer.
Combat, I'm ready for combat. I say I don't want that. What if I do? 'Cause cruelty wins in the movies. I've got 100 thrown out speeches I almost said to you. Easy they come, easy they go. I jump from the train, I ride off alone. I never grew up, it's getting so old. Help me hold on to you.
Ooh.
I've been the archer, I've been the prey. Who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay?
I really like this. And I love the acknowledgement that, she's been on both sides of it. I've been the archer and I've been the prey. Because I think a lot of the human kind of condition is to look at things too one-sided. So you almost always put yourself as the person that is having things done to them. That's more common. And so it's really cool to see that she's saying that she's been on both sides of it. She's done it to someone and she's had it done to her. Is at least how I'm interpreting what she's saying here.
But who could stay?
I need to shave.
Dark side, I search for your dark side. But what if I'm all right here? And I cut off my nose just to spite my face. And I hate my reflection for years and years.
Yo, that's crazy deep. So first of all, she said, I look for your dark side. And then she said, but what if I'm all right here? So I'm seeing that as she finds your dark side, but then what if she ends up liking the dark side? Is that kind of what we're interpreting there? But then she says, I cut off my nose just to spite my face, then hate my reflection for years to come, or whatever she says. Yo, man, this is crazy.
Years and years, awake in the night, I pace like a ghost. The room is on fire, invisible smoke, and all of my heroes die all alone. Help me hold on to you. I've been the archer, I've been the prey. Screaming, who could ever
All of my enemies started out friends. Help me hold on to you. There's a line a little bit back that I want to bring attention back to, but why don't we get to the end of the song and then we'll come back there, because I have some thoughts on something she said.
I've been the archer, I've been the prey. Who could ever lead me, darling? But who could stay? Who could stay? Who could stay? Who could stay? Who could stay?
You could stay.
Ready for combat.
Combat. I'm ready for combat. Yeah, I mean, look, the interesting thing about a lot of this, let me just see where we at. I think it was like here.
Room is on fire, invisible smoke, and all of my heroes die all alone.
This part right here. She says, all of my heroes die all alone. And then she says, help me hold on to you.
Help me hold on to you.
All of my heroes die alone. So heroes are people that, figures that we look up to and want to try to emulate and be like. And so when she says this, and she's like, the people that, I look up to and are my role models, and I maybe, get my behavioral patterns from, all end up alone. And so she's seeing this thing that, like, that's kind of what she's going to end up being destined to be, because she's copying how they, act and carry themselves. And for that line to come in, and the very next line to be asking for help me hold on to you, because, she's almost acknowledging this flaw that I, may be destructive to our relationship, or us being together, being able to hold on to you. Again, it's a very refreshing thing, because I think a lot of misconception is that things are one-sided, is because we look at it from our point of view and fail to look from the other side. And again, like, there's very common sayings and idioms, like, it takes two to tango. It's very rare that it's just one-sided that the problem is coming from. So that's how I'm interpreting this track. And I found it very interesting too for her to say, I'm ready for combat. And, describing this as the archer and the prey. So it's very confrontational in nature too, when she's talking about these relationships. It's very interesting. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a very, very nice to listen to song. And I love the lyrics and the deep content, the deep meaning behind the content. I shared my interpretation with you guys. I'd love to know what you guys kind of interpreted this as. Was it kind of on the same wavelength as me? Did you hear something different? Because even our interpretations and perception is always going to be colored by our own experiences, right? So what I interpret and perceive is going to be slightly different than you, because our life experience may be slightly different. So I'd be curious to see what your thoughts were. But I enjoyed that. If you guys are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.